Eupatorium capillifolium, better known as dogfennel, is a herbaceous perennial weed in the Asteraceae family, which is the same family as daisies and sunflowers. It has a feathery, hair-like foliage, which makes it look like a fern. This foliage is where it gets its technical name from. Capill is Latin for hair, and folium means leaf. Its common name, dogfennel, comes from it once being used to repel fleas and ticks from dog pens. It's native to North America and grows in fields, clearings, woodland margins, and roadsides from Florida to the coast of Massachusetts, and is sometimes confused with non-native fennel. It can grow to be over 6 feet tall. When it blooms, it produces tiny cream to white-colored flowers. When it goes to seed, it will produce a dandelion-like fluff, allowing the seeds to be spread by the wind. This fluff can make an excellent tinder for starting fire. The plant can also reproduce from rootstocks. In cooler climates, the leaves of dogfennel can turn red during the fall. Dogfennel is toxic as it contains paralyzing alkaloids that can cause damage to the liver. The leaves also contain low levels of trematol, which causes dehydration when ingested by cattle. Despite this, some people still use the young leaves and shoots occasionally as a spice. Some use the oils from the leaves topically as a mosquito repellent. Though if you're going to try this, do a test patch on yourself first, as some can get contact dermatitis from touching the leaves and the flowers. A research study on its antifungal and insecticidal activity showed it weak against the fungi they tested it against. It did show promising moderate results tested as an insecticide against the larvae of the yellow fever mosquito. However, when used topically against the biting adult females, it showed no results. John Chapman, better known as Johnny Appleseed, spread more than just apple seeds. Among these other plants, this was dogfennel, which he believed helped to ward off malaria. Because of his efforts, dogfennel also gained the name Johnny weed. Dogfennel does not have anti-malaria properties, and spreading the plant probably contributed to being a problem in pastures. Grown in pastures, dogfennel is regarded as a pest plant as it reduces the growth of bahia grass, leaving less foliage for grazing animals to feed on. A 50% infestation of a pasture can result in as much as a 74% reduction in this grass. There is an ornamental cultivar of this plant called elegant feather, which is sterile. They're grown mostly across Asia. Elegant feather is regarded as a low-maintenance plant for your garden. The adult male scarlet-bodied wasp moth makes itself taste bitter to predators by consuming the toxic-laden leaf tissue of dogfennel. The female moths don't eat dogfennel, but they are showered with the chemical from the male as part of the reproductive process. Caterpillars of the scarlet-bodied wasp moth feed on the Florida Keys hemp vine, and the climbing hemp vine, also known as hempweed. Growing both plants in your garden could provide a nice haven for this moth. Okay, according to one site I was able to find, and it said that dogs enjoy the smell of crushed up dog fennel. Well, I've got some dog fennel right here, and I've got a dog, so let's find out. Molly, what do you think of that? Molly, what do you think? She seems completely uninterested in the dog fennel smell. Instead of my usual outro, I'd like to send a big thank you to everyone who sent things to Molly. She wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't for you. It really means a lot. And if you don't see what you sent here, it's probably because she already chewed it up.